What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Morgan Stanley, their involvement in AMC, Philip Lauder, Citadel, and so forth. Now, I was laying on the couch getting ready to take my nap with the dogs, and my phone alarm went off. So I looked to see what it was, and it was a new video from Al from Boston. So I shot over there and was going to check it out real quick because he said it was the most important AMC video that we would ever watch. So I said, okay, let me go see what's just going on. So I went over there to watch his video. And what he was saying, my jaw dropped. Because this is another piece of the puzzle that shows that this shit is wrapped up, people. All right, I'm going to explain in just a minute. All right. But in this video that Al did, you can go watch it. Al from Boston, AMC. Search it and it'll pop up. But it's the most important AMC video you'll ever see. Because he uncovers in this video all the steps that Morgan Stanley is involved in. All right, Morgan Stanley is involved with AMC through Philip Lauder. All right, Citadel and Morgan Stanley and all the other institutionals. And as he's talking and I'm reading this chart, I'm seeing the words prime lender. So, then when the piece hit and went into place, I said, oh shit. So I called Al. And I said, Al, I got a question. And he said, what? I said, what does a prime lender do? And he was like, what do you mean? And I said, I mean, what the fuck does a prime lender do? I mean, Morgan Stanley's all over the board here. They're prime lenders in what you're showing me. And he said, yes. I said, what does a prime lender do? And there was a pause. And he said, CSI. And he said, a prime lender lends to all these people. And I said, what do they lend? He said, what do you mean? What do they lend? They lend money and securities. And I said, okay. Now, I had to have you say that because it's important sometimes for you to bring your own conclusions instead of people telling you just, hey, this is the way it is, because that was my approach in the beginning. So now watch this. When Al said that they lend securities and money, I said, okay, they lend securities. Yes. I said, okay, now go watch my video from May of last year and go see who was in trouble in Frankfurt, Germany, and go see what they was in trouble for. And we talked for a few more minutes. But here's the video that I was referring that he go see. It's called, it's called Morgan Stanley's Offices is Raided. All right, and I did it on this news article right here in Bloomberg. This is the article that I did the video on. Morgan Stanley raided in Frankfurt in tax fraud investigation. And I told Al, I said, now if you read this, you will see what the fuck is really going on. Because Germany's a step ahead of us in chasing these motherfuckers down. All right? Now, we're chasing them. We're just slower. But the article goes on to tell you that at the end of the article, Morgan Stanley, next to the long list of other global investment banks, was mentioned as an alleged what? Short seller. In the deals in the search warrant Cologne prosecutors obtained in 2019 in the raid. All right? And the first indictment issued by Cologne prosecutors in the probe the same year, the bank is mentioned as a possible what? Lender of shares needed to do what? To do the trades. What trades? The short seller trades. In other words, Morgan Stanley was in trouble in Germany for loaning shares to short sellers that they didn't own. And right then I started telling everybody, stop, something's not right. Morgan Stanley's in trouble for this shit right here. This is where the action is. Now, why did they go after Morgan Stanley in this situation and fuck over them? Was when they suppressed the prices the way they were doing, it was pushing people into the longer term tax brackets instead of the short term gains. Y'all see it all the time. Man, do you realize how much money the government's lost out on when we went past a year and we went into long-term gains? Yes, and they know it too. And in Germany, last year I reported to y'all, they went after these, I almost called them an ugly name, and they said, you caused us to lose a lot of money through loaning shares you didn't have. And the axe fell. Now, we go back to Al from Boston. And here we are. Who's the prime lender now? Everybody been hollering, Citadel, Citadel, Citadel. We figured out a while back Citadel was being painted the devil. Somebody bigger was in charge over Citadel, and it's been Morgan Stanley all along. Now, if you followed my channel, you knew that a year ago. And now, thank you, Al, for bringing this video that brought it all together and says, you know what? This shit's over with. Somebody is going down. Do you realize, I was just watching news the other day, and they arrested some of these some bitches, and they in their 70s. They don't give a fuck. They need a win. We've got the border. We've got the fucking balloons. We've got train derailments. They need a win, and this is gonna be it, people. So, now, I get you spread opium and conspiracy. No, I'm just telling you, these are the pieces of the puzzle that CSI's put together, and I'm sitting back and watching this show. Now, y'all want to know about the vote? We'll have to talk about the vote in another video. That's a whole nother story on where I stand with that. But with this, love y'all. Be blessed. See you in the next video.